There are so many frugal living tips to help you spend less on groceries and activities and everyday expenses. But the question is, what do you do with the money that you're not spending? There are so many reasons to start taking the money we're not spending and actually start to watch it grow for a specific purpose. The only thing that's standing in the way of doing that is just a basic plan. So today, I'm going to give you 10 savings plan options, or dare I say challenges, that can help you flip your frugal focus from not being just what you're not spending, but looking forward to what you can accumulate for your future. The first challenge or savings plan is the 52-week challenge. And this just involves saving money each week for a year. And you start by saving $1 in the first week, $2 in the second week, and so on until you save $52 in the 52nd week. By the end of the year, you will have saved $1,378. And I have a free chart on my website that breaks down the weekly savings balance so you can keep track of where you should be as you walk through the plan. And that link is in the description. The second challenge is the no spend month challenge. And in this challenge, you just commit to a month of minimal spending and you only cover essential expenses like bills and groceries, and you avoid unnecessary spending on things like dining out or shopping. And the money you save during that month, you can just put into your savings. And what I would suggest that you do is just look back through your expenses for the last month, 2 months, 3 months, and see what types of things you regularly spend your money on that are not necessities, and take those amounts and put that into your savings account. Challenge number 3 is the $5 bill challenge. So whenever you receive a $5 bill as change, you save it. And over time, it's kind of a small denomination, but it can add up significantly. And it's a simple way to boost your savings without feeling a huge impact on your budget. You can also do this with a $1 bill if you feel like you don't really get $5 bills that often. Initially, I thought to myself, I almost never get $5 bills, but in the last few months, I've actually found a $5 bill twice. I found one in the supermarket and I found one on the street. So you never know. You could come across more $5 bills than you realize, but you can choose any denomination you want. You could do it with $1. You could do it every time you find a quarter. That's what you put into your savings, whichever, as long as you're saving something. Challenge number 4 is the BiWeekly challenge. So instead of saving weekly, you save every 2 weeks, which could actually align better with your pay schedule if that's how you get paid. If you get paid every other week, you just choose an amount that you want to save, and over time, the contributions are going to grow your savings. And I always advise people to automate your savings so that your bank account automatically transfers the amount you've set from your checking to your savings account. You don't even have to think about it. You don't have to wonder if you should or try to decide how much you need to save this week or whether you should spend that money on something else. It is already gone into your savings account. Challenge number 5 is the penny a day challenge. And this is similar to the 52-week challenge in that you're incrementally increasing your savings amount by 1 unit each day. And in this case, that unit is a penny or 1 cent. And you just start by saving 1 cent on the first day, 2 cents on the second day, and you continue increasing your savings each day. And by the end of the year, you would have saved approximately $668. And this one is really great to do if you don't have much money to work with, because you're never saving more than $3.65 in a given day, or putting aside that amount in a given day, which is not happening until the last day of the challenge. And you're not putting aside more than $109 in a given month, which is also the last month of the challenge. And like the 52-week savings plan, you have the opportunity to ramp up your income as you ramp up your savings. So maybe if you're not making as much as you would like to be able to put that money aside, you have the opportunity to start a side hustle, maybe declutter your home, sell some things, and then you have more money that you can put to that savings. Challenge number 6 is the Roundup challenge. And with this one, every time you make a purchase, you round up the amount that you spent to the nearest dollar and then save the spare change. So for example, if you spend $4.50, you round it up to $5 and then save the 50-cent difference. And many banks offer automated roundup features to make this process way easier for you. Now, if you're doing this with cash, obviously it's a little bit easier. You can just take the change and then you're putting that into your savings jar or whatever type of container you have at home that you're using for your savings. But if you're shopping and you're using your debit card, then if you also use online banking or you have a banking app on your phone, you can just very quickly at the end of your purchase, go right to your bank account and then transfer that amount. If it was 50 cents, you just transfer that from your checking into your savings right on the spot. Challenge number 7 is the reverse 52-week challenge. And this variation of the 52-week challenge starts with saving $52 in the first week and then decreases the amount each week by $1. And it's a great option if for some reason you expect that your income is going to decrease through the year. Perhaps you're a seasonal worker, maybe you're a teacher, and you know that in the summertime you're not making as much. You can start off with your higher savings amount and then decrease throughout the year. This next challenge is the bi-monthly challenge. And so instead of saving weekly or bi-weekly, you're saving on 2 specific dates of the month. So it could be the 15th and the 30th of the month. And while it sounds similar to the bi-weekly challenge, it is very different because bi-weekly, there are some months that have 5 weeks versus 4. Therefore, you would have 3 opportunities to put money aside if you are doing a bi-weekly challenge. Versus doing bi-monthly where you just pick 2 dates, it's always only 2 days that you're saving in that month. This next challenge is the digital detox challenge. And this is where you just commit to digital detoxing for a set period, like a weekend or a week. And during that time, you can't spend any money on digital entertainment, no online shopping, anything that you would normally spend money on that is digital, you cannot do it. And if you're somebody who finds yourself spending a whole lot of extra money because you're always on your phone and you see something, something looks good because you're looking for something, then this might be a great opportunity for you to release that and take a much needed break and spend your time in some other ways. Challenge number 10 is a charity and savings challenge. And for each dollar that you save, set aside a portion for some charitable cause of your choice. And this challenge promotes both savings and giving back to your community. So as a Christian, I always take 10% of my income and I give that back to the church. And then the church as a whole does things for the community. We provide food for the community, clothing, resources. And then I also take 10% and put it towards my savings. So I always have that matching giving and savings. And I just think this is really good practice because when it comes to frugal living, it's about being intentional and purposeful with our money and making our money do the most. If we're saving and we're giving to others as well, it's really doing the most. So while we're saving money for ourselves, we could potentially be saving the life of someone else. Challenge number 11 is to use these challenges to help you continue to build a healthy emergency fund. And if you haven't started an emergency savings account yet, don't wait any longer. Check out this video right here for 7 steps that you need to take to get that emergency fund started today, even if you're living on a low income. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.